not want to see the military involved in crowd control law enforcement situations. That is not their training. That's not the work they do. And so every time where you have military involved in any situation, it leads to fatalities. And we continue to pretend that the military are bringing some sort of discipline to the police. No, they are purveyors of violence themselves. So we're asking that we must have a policy that seizes and stops it completely. Particularly knowing that a lot of the situations, demonstrators are unarmed. They are not shooting, they are not engaged in a situation that requires violence and force to be used. The third thing we are asking for, again in connection with the lack of, the bigger problem is even the lack of data. The police are refusing to give information on the number of people who were killed. So it is difficult to assess this information unless you have sporadic information here and there, and you have to sit down and try to aggregate what comes out in the media. So without, getting the full breadth of what the problem is, we cannot devise wise police policies to be able to deal with the situation. So these are some of the things we are talking about. That unless these things are put in place, unless the police stop the use of live ammunition and for crowd control, there's nowhere in the world. In fact, a couple of days ago, I was driving with one of our conveners, and we saw a policeman directing traffic with a gun strapped around his waist. Like, how have we normalized violence and weapons in this democracy? These are the things that we want to draw attention to. Because if you are normalizing guns in this way, obviously people are going to be trigger happy. And the fact that they are trigger happy, for instance, police tell us that when they shoot somebody, they're not even placed on administrative leave for a period to investigate it. The next day they are back on the street. It doesn't happen in any other democracy. So unless we demand these things critically and stop away from, let's just train them and let's just give them body cam. If you're not holding people to account, nothing is going to change. The recommendations that was made for Ejura about the military persons involved, nothing happened. Then we continue to maybe transfer a police officer here. Transfer is not punishment. Transfer is part of the general policing already. So these are some of the things we are calling for specifically in terms of actions, and also actions that we are going to be taking in this regard.